So the question is, how do you link mobile application developers with social entrepreneurs? So frontline SMS can have a set of fields in it that basically collect information for developers to be able to then look at and match up applications which address social needs. That's the challenge.
Okay. So if you're interested in technology and mobile stuff for development, then you can join the market group.
I'm here to open bibliographic data. We've been running a project for the last year, and hopefully we'll be continuing for another year. The main aim that we've been working on recently is getting large data sets and then trying to do useful things with them. So we've got some software that will pull in a data set and allow you to search and browse it, and starting to look at graphical type front ends for it as well. So I think it will be quite interesting tonight either to look at writing more parsers so we can get data in if anyone wants to do coding, or else talk about just how we can expand this wider, so where else we could get data from and what else we could do with it, and how that would change research as we know it. So yeah,
book data, isn't it? Is it book data, Bibliographica, or is it any data?
Well, any data. We have Bibliographica, which has the records from the British Library in it. We have also some other sources, so we have the Medline data set, which is journal articles. So yeah, anything.
Okay, so I'm interested in discussing about opening the education of resources, like for lecturers, and make them start sharing more about the materials they produce and how they can use repositories and institutional repositories to share materials amongst the different institutions, and also to share research like papers or kind of publications, rather than sending them to like journals, like private journals, and start sharing more in open access format.
So if you're interested in open education, you can go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm talking about open science. Open science is a very wide term. It covers everything from citizen science, so people outside the formal scientific community being involved in analysing data, coming up with ideas and so on, through to the practice of science within funded research projects. The world spends about dollars a year, about $1 trillion a year on scientific research, and most of this never actually gets to the people who need it, so that only about 10% of this is published in open access journals, and as far as the data are concerned, even less than that. So almost all scientific data at the moment is unavailable to people. This is the data that we make decisions on: what's going to happen to our planet, why are people dying, what can we do about infectious diseases and so forth. So there is now a big realization that we've got to free up scientific data and the way we create it.
Yeah, I just want to get some of you to talk about the current, actually quite a different area. It's not about practical application to data, but about current policy in UK. And basically, we just wanted to get across that as we speak about all these wonderful things, that we can do with data, there are some consultations being put forward by government in Britain from open data, and particularly this thing that you might have heard of called the Public Data Corporation, which are actually potentially endangering everything else that we may talk about, particularly the Public Data Corporation. And fundamentally, there are a massive step backwards, on everything that's been built in the past 12 months or 18 months in terms of open data and making data available. And basically, we are trying to get people from the open data community to react to this. We had another workshop this afternoon with actually more people, and this one, where the consensus was like, yeah, this is bad news, it's happening, and we really need to do something about it. And this time, we think that the open data community is very good at finding somehow like the hack around the site. We'll fix it, we'll find a solution, but this time we think that it's time for actually coming forward and saying, look, this is not right. So we want to try to, explain what is going on, and also try to get all of you into action from these consultations.
And you had a meeting?
Yeah, we had a 2-hour workshop.